Welcome to week 3 of the European RLCS, and we're starting things off with a top 3-ish matchup here between Reciprocity and Veloce. Veloce, all their success so far has come in week 1. They had a nice beginning there, going 2-0.
Yep.
Lost last week. If they can repeat their success from week 1 here, I feel like Gibbs will start to give them some credit, as they will have won more than just on one day. We'll see. How do you feel about Veloce right now?
I don't know. I definitely lean a little more towards Gibbs. I think Veloce is a decent enough roster, right? But you played Complexity, who's been looking eh. You played Dignitas, who's been looking eh. You played Vitality. It wasn't too bad, but I mean, the rest of the season's tough. Like, even Mousesports, who's had a bit of a shaky start as well, in week 5 isn't guaranteed. It's just, I'm not confident yet. Here, a win versus Reciprocity, a team that's near the top of the table, would be quite impressive. Because I think Fruity, Farah, and Chaussette are all playing quite well. So work's cut out for you if you're on the Veloce side.
Well, Reciprocity is a roster that is made up of players that have kind of been slept on in previous seasons.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Veloce is getting kind of the similar treatment right now. But Reciprocity's roster, on the other hand, has found ways to get to LAN every single season and has seemed to look a bit better every season as they've gone on as well.
Yeah.
So, see if that continues here in week 3 of Season 8. Start with the best of 5. Veloce in the blue, Reciprocity in the orange, and Freak's going to start out on offense and just get a great, very clean, easy first goal.
This game is incredibly easy.
Look at this. Just hit the ball one time. There you go. That's all it takes to score, folks.
Yeah, Fruity just got too far forward, and yeah, it was, what was it? Chaussette went for, to follow up on the kickoff. Farah didn't get it. Fruity, last man forward, just didn't get there, so poor start, to say the least.
Well, the Reciprocity gets to play offense here on the following kickoff. Flame has other ideas, neutralizes things in the midfield. Now here comes Cassio. Freaky getting a bit bumped. A double commit on defense. Flame over to Cassio. Great passing option. It's onto the backboard. Where's Freaky? Here he comes for the shot, and that's 2 goals, punishing the double commit. Veloce's up.
All right, gotta be impressed with the early pressure. Nice vision over to Cassio. Solid touch off the undefended wall, and Chaussette maybe a little too passive with this approach. Didn't cut that ball down as much as he could have, and Freaky, quick to it. Nice score.
Love the decision to pass there. Not just to go for the straight shot. Veloce, early lead in game 1. Fruity up over the top of one. Flame will challenge him. Gets it back to Freaky in the midfield, who plays it across the field to Cassio. Now off the wall. 2 players in the box. Cassio looks for demolitions. Doesn't find anything. Flame over to the side now.
And Cassio has been a pretty big benefit to this Veloce team this season. He's definitely had a couple of awesome days on the pitch. He's starting off here with 2 big assists, so Reciprocity could be in for some trouble. A great challenge for Freaky. Reciprocity really haven't had any offense all game.
Yeah, Freaky's been shooting well as that shot was just wide. Cassio looking for Fruity. He'll bump him in the midfield, open up some space, but Farah gets in the way. Now Flame will look to continue this pressure. 3:36 left to go. Wins another one on the wall. Fruity and Net's going to have to make the play, and he does. Freaky now into the corner. Back onto the backboard once more. Flames airborne for the shot. Off the crossbar and out. Cassio rotates back to pick this ball up. So far it has been an all Veloce game.
Very helpful pinch there for Reciprocity as well. Beat the midfield line. And this is really their first opportunity on Reciprocity's part to stay on offense here and get some pressure going and maybe find a shot on net.
Flame under 1. Farah's got control. He'll look for the bumps in net, but Freaky's got the challenge. Oh no, bumps on the defensive side. Looks like the team bumps will be survived by Veloce, and they'll get the ball back to midfield. Fruity now up. Past 1. Wins the challenge against Freaky, but now out of boost. So look to get this out of his corner. Tries to fake Flame, but Flame doesn't fall for it. Now Farah off the corner. Here's Freaky. Wins the challenge against him as well, but no one's there to make the shot. He gets the demolition on the Cassio and the boost grab. Here comes the rest of Veloce. They've got the clear long ways down the field. At halftime, they're still up by 2.
Nice block from Cassio there. Really kills a lot of that pressure that Reciprocity had built up, and Flame has had a couple of nice challenges coming out of his own half. He wins the ball here in the midfield too.
Oh, the pass is there, and Freaky's got the shot. A quick 1-2, and Veloce's up by 3.
Hat trick for Freaky and Flame. Nice job digging this out of the corner, and a nice quick flick out into the midfield. And support there, able to beat the defense and Flame has been one of my favorite players for a long time. It's good to see him back in the RLCS. And always wanted to see if he could keep that spark of what I thought made him such a potent player. He's very quick.
Chaussette on the far side. Fruity following behind him with 2 minutes left to go. Cassio now up on the edge. No boost to his name. Fair will pick up ball control in the corner, but Freaky takes it off of his hood. Now Chaussette back to midfield. Flame gets demolished. Opens up a bit of space for Reciprocity, but Cassio's right there.
And Cassio's reading the game great right now. I mean, Fruity jumped and Cassio immediately hit up the wall before he even gave away where he was going with the ball.
Oh, Chaussette with a shot, but Cassio's got it saved in the box. Now Flame back out. Cassio's up for it already. Gets it into the corner, bounces dangerously in front of the net, but Chaussette's got it, and no one from Veloce was in position to shoot. Now Chaussette in the corner in an awkward spot. Farrah comes in to try and keep the pressure on. Fruity will end up getting the job done, but Freaky now back to midfield. Chaussette in towards the box. Cassio to the edge. 1:18 on the clock. Reciprocity yet to get on the board. A single goal would help swing momentum a little bit back to neutral, as game one is starting to get out of hand.
Starting to is right. Got out of hand early with that kickoff goal. And great control by Cassio. Oh, man. He has been just the biggest nuisance for Reciprocity.
On the top, Cassio will fly back in. Play some backboard defense on the retreat. 48 seconds remaining. Down by 3. It's looking like a Veloce game pretty cleanly. Fair will look for a shot here. Again, any goal would have, I mean, there's always still the possibility with 30 seconds left if they score 3, but any goal at this point I feel like is mostly just a morale booster. Get things back on, make them not be shut out in the first game of the week. Chaussette past 1. There's Cassio with a nice shot over the top. Chaussette in his corner. Dump it back to midfield. Fair is there. Pass into the midfield. No one home. 15 seconds left. The game is all but protocol at this point. I like what I've seen from Veloce, especially that third goal, to really solidify the lead. The defense really holding on as well here in the final moments.
Yeah, that triple from Flame.
As the time will expire. 3-0, assuming this hits the ground. They've kept it up.
They might get one.
3, maybe.
Look at Chaussette. He's putting pressure on him.
Cassio's like, no, get out of here. Ball to the other end. Flame.
Oh, get him back,
on
Flame.
the other end. Oh, I looked for it. This ball is staying alive. Here's Freaky with the final shot.
Oh, wait, Cassio.
Last attempt, just put it into the ground. Yes, no.
Not enough.
Nice respect of
this is great. Rule 0, baby.
Golden rule, yes. Just keeping this ball alive for a long time.
No!
Almost got it.
Oh,
finally ends.
Okay.
Don't worry, you guys get to keep playing in 60 seconds. It'll be just fine. 3-0 for Veloce in game number 1. And that third goal they put in, the pass from Flame out of the corner was...
Yeah.
He beat the first defender, and then the pass into the box is pretty aggressive. The thing is I don't even feel that Chaussette, I believe, was on the goal line, needs to worry about that shot, because Freaky has to be so aggressively positioned to take it, to get up on him here, as we'll see a replay of it. He's got the first one beat, but that shot is moving so quickly that unless Freaky is right there, they're not going to score, so I don't feel like it's necessarily Chaussette's fault, but that's the thing I love about this goal. Freaky having the confidence, like, no, Flame's going to get this. I'm going to crash the box. I'm going to make this happen. It's a very kind of high-risk, high-reward situation, and they got the reward.
And it's also how you read the challenge as the first man. Chaussette's expecting his teammate to at least get a piece of the ball, so you can see him rotating in towards the near post. So whoever went for that challenge in the first place definitely should have read the ball being on the left side of Flame's car. It's very likely a flick forward. It's not going to be on target, because there's no way you can get the ball on target coming out of that corner. So it was just a multitude of things. Chaussette, it's definitely not Chaussette's fault. I mean, he was just making his teammates' plays. It was a great play from Flame, but overall, the biggest thing was I thought Cassio had an awesome game. I mean, if Reciprocity want to win, you got to take better care of where you're hitting the ball, because Cassio is looking at you guys and being like, great, this is going to happen. And he is just stopping everything. So Reciprocity, take good care of where you place the ball, because they're on you right now.
They're a little bit too readable, you could say. So Cassio's definitely got them, and Flame is playing well. Freaky's shooting on target. Freaky's biggest nemesis has always been the crossbar. Shot so well.
Same for Reciprocity.
It's true. Battle of the woodwork. As Freaky looks for the pass to his teammates, Chaussette will challenge him. Now Cassio locked in this one. Here's Flame. Over the edge.
And you're really just looking in this game for Reciprocity to at least prove that they can break out of their own half and get some possession. Because they really didn't get any of it until the very end of game 1.
Yeah, Casio into the midfield. Passes continue to go backwards. Is this shot on it? It is. Freaky from the corner on kind of a poor touch from Reciprocity. They'll take the lead again.
Yeah, Chaussette didn't quite read that ball very well. Ends up putting it off his own backboard. Fruity trying his best, but Freaky's just positioned a lot better. Much easier play to make for him. Drills it to the left side. Nice shot.
4:22 on the clock. Best kickoff for Reciprocity yet. Do they get it into a goal? They sure do. Man, Flame was just completely flat-footed. Reciprocity's on the board.
Yeah, follow-up from Freaky over his head. Tries to push Farah off the ball. That's a great idea, but Flame definitely caught too far off the line, and that's just a strong shot from Farah to the top of the net.
I'll tie the game up, take advantage of some kickoff mistakes. Now on the far side, Casio's going to try and do the same, but Fruity's able to recover the situation. Chaussette gets a pass him, and now Farah back to Chaussette, looking for the go-ahead goal. Flame's got the block, and they'll survive for now. Casio with the counterattack shot, but it's slow and short. Here comes Flame. Chaussette to the corner, looking for a second touch. Freaky will break it up, and they get in front of Fruity as well. Farah through one. Freaky past him. Now Chaussette. With the effort, Casio over to Freaky. Pass back towards Casio and into the midfield, but Fruity will make first contact. Now Flame on the follow-up. Fruity's touch was kind of lofted high. The pressure remains for Veloce. 3:30 left to go.
A little bit of space. Casio again. I've been on his camera just watching him play the game, and that's a great interception from Chaussette. Strong on target, but Flame already there.
Here's Freaky out of his net. Down the field, Farah will just try to buy time, but Flame takes it away from him into the corner. Chaussette now has to make contact. He's got it very high over the top of Farah, or Freaky rather. There is Flame, Fruity, Farah, and Freaky all on the pitch at the same time. A lot of F's as Fruity will take a shot past Flame and put in a second goal.
Strong shot here, Farah under no pressure, and Freaky finally just can't close the distance enough. That's just a nice bit of shooting from Fruity, because it's so easy to let that ball travel to you and let it come off your nose.
Yeah.
But Fruity cuts in, goes and gets it, takes it away from the defense.
That was Farah to Fruity to beat Freaky and Flame.
Yeah.
Just wish it was the fourth goal. It'd make me happy. Chaussette now advancing on the following kickoff. Freaky. He's got it past the back line. Can he get it on target? Really difficult angle to hit there. Doesn't quite tuck it. Now Casio looking to extend the play. Flame will fall back, and Freaky now picking it up. Punt high. Fruity's got it red. Flame through one. The pass in midfield. Casio kind of outreaches. Chaussette look for the counter. Now Farah onto the backboard. Coming on out. Flame's there. Through one. Now moving forward with Freaky. They've got Fruity in the net. It's across the box, and Casio's able to tuck it in. All right. Fruity is not quite positioned well enough, and they crash the box again, and it works.
Yeah, that challenge from Chaussette initially, not really lined up well. Fruity just trying to follow the play back as best he can. Unfortunately, it's a great tip out of the corner. Gets that second skip. He goes right over his head, and Fruity just can't handle the counterattack.
Veloce tie up game two. They took the winning game one, and they're looking for it here in the second one as well. Two demolitions from Chaussette. Now Fruity looking for the ceiling shot. Casio's got the block. Follow-up from Farah hits the woodwork, and Freaky will find the clear. Chaussette not solid contact here. Casio and Freaky both in. A difficult shot to read. Oh, they nearly find the bounce too. 1:57 left to go. Freaky's got it set up. Flames airborne. Got it past two defenders. It's just Farah. Here comes Casio for the final shot. Fruity got back on the ground, and he'll make the save off to the edge. Flame and Freaky now in the back.
They're definitely scrambling on the defensive half if you're on Reciprocity. I mean, some breakdowns in communication, but a little bit of space here for Chaussette. Can't beat out Freaky, though.
Here comes Casio up against Fruity in the net. Makes the play off the crossbar. Now Flame lofting it high. Freaky over the top of one. Here's Casio. Has it high in the air. Looks like Reciprocity will be able to hold on to control.
Reciprocity looks slow. They're getting outpaced by Veloce right now.
1:10 left to go. They're going to have to pick it up. Right now, A tie game, gotta find at least one more goal. They look for the bumps on the goalies. Cassio gets away from them, but actually not able to recover. Freaky and Flame have to bail him out, and that's all 3 defenders out of net. Shaw set up, here comes Fair for the shot, and he'll put it in. Reciprocity takes the lead.
I say they look slow, and then they finally have a little bit of space to work with. Steal a challenge, Freaky can't get up the wall, and that is a tough ball to handle. And a great job from Farah going low in the net. If it gets saved, it gets saved. Immediate problem is the guy right in your face.
Excellent shot, enabled by some overcommitment on defense. Now Chaussette with an attempt to set up his teammates. Here's Freaky all the way back down. Cassio pressures the corner with Freaky as well. Offensive, bit of a double commit. Very tight positioning there in the corner. Freaky through one, Flame. He looks for a boost, not finding anything. Cassio gets beat to the ball. Now Fruity and Chaussette able to work this back down. Flame not going to be in position again. Flame has struggled with these reads on the goal line. This is the second time he's caught flat-footed here in this game.
Yeah, he definitely gets the boost in the corner, and that's a classic 1v1 shot. I mean, you grab the boost in the corner, you know the guy's coming at you with the dribble from the same side, and your instinct is always to slow down as you come into your near post because you want to give yourself time to react if they try and shoot it behind you. And Chaussette notices that and just shoots it far post, so very well done from Chaussette.
And Reciprocity give themselves a 2-goal buffer here with 15 seconds left. That should be enough to tie up the series. Freaky will look to dribble it out of his corner. Gets it underneath Farah. The Flame try to get back to him. Freaky has the pass to nobody in the midfield. No one should all but do it. Reciprocity light it up in the final few moments. There's a few mistakes they were able to capitalize on. And they'll take the win and tie the series.
Almost got one. I thought maybe that was going to find its way into the back of the net, but much better game from Reciprocity, but still a little bit afraid here for Reciprocity going into Game 3. Despite them winning this one, I still feel like Veloce overall playing the better game. They had a couple of really nice counterattacks, and they definitely deserve the credit for that. But at the same time, Reciprocity, I'm liking the approach to the challenges a lot more on Veloce's side.
Yeah, Veloce, they seemed to be the same. Like, nothing really changed all that much between games 1 and 2. The only difference, and this wasn't, it's kind of a cherry-picking stance to take, but like Flame on the goal, the 2 times flat-footed, that final shot on the 4th goal, but also the very first one on the kickoff. A difficult situation, but it's those small decisions, and maybe he was more set up. Maybe there was more to those 2 situations that I didn't see on the sides. But the fact that he wasn't even in there, he was just literally like, I've lost this. Well, just take the shot.
The first one was definitely a, I've lost this. Like you're caught too far forward, and you see the strong shot towards the top of the net. I mean, all right, fine. The second one is definitely, that's just great execution from Chaussette, because you could take literally any player from RLCS and put them in that same situation, and you're going to see most of them like slow down as they come out of that corner and see the 1v1 on the dribble. They will hit the brakes because they know if you start diving across to cover the big part of the net, people will take their time and just let you jump and shoot right behind you. So it's Flame. That was as best he could do. It was all on Chaussette to execute.
It is a shooter's advantage situation where they have the options. You have to react, and so he's just doing his best to react. But it looks like he didn't react at all because his reaction, he knew there was no point in jumping. He's gonna miss anyways, so he just kind of stops. But I don't know, maybe the hustle mentality.
I mean, it's like you could dive at it.
Like, just dive. If you miss, it's fine.
Go for it. Dive.
Just try. It's not like you're actually gonna hurt yourself. So I wonder, like, is there a better response other than just playing cleaner, not allowing those shots to materialize in the first place? Like, what do they need to do to deal with Reciprocity?
I do believe that goal stemmed from it was a strong backboard clear, I'm pretty sure. Cassio actually did a really nice job putting the pressure on, because I remember he jumped towards the back wall. I think it was Fruity who got around the opposite side of the ball and tipped it down, and then it was the big clear upfield. So I think it was just a nice job, because Cassio was keeping the pressure up. He was doing great. Yeah. But unfortunately, I mean, Reciprocity just had a great counterattack there. They got the ball to Chaussette in open space.
They had a few of them there at the end to secure that game, and we are resolving a technical issue before we get into Game 3. And Reciprocity, they got shut out in Game number 1, gave up 3 goals, but then bounced back here with 4 of their own, only allowing 2. And they got the early kickoff goal here in this game, so I feel like that's a good response.
The equalizer,
Yeah, because Veloce was able to find the kickoff goal right at the beginning of Game number 1. It's nice to be able to kind of show, like, hey, we still have these quick plays at the beginning as well.
And you can see that kickoff, actually, from Game 1, actually. This was a phenomenal Game 1 from Veloce. Always quick to the ball. That was that speed, that challenges that were so tough for Reciprocity to deal with, and that's just that poor challenge right there, and Chaussette just gets caught out expecting his teammate to get any piece of it. And this Game 2 still felt like the speed was there, and you can see it opening up, but this was a big one. Getting it right back on the kickoff, Farah handling it, and there you see Flame pushing forward because he thinks his teammate's going to get that bump, so he starts pushing forward, and Farah recovers and just beats him.
And a really important goal for Reciprocity as well, as they had been scored on 4 times and not gotten any of them. The first goal that your team scores in a series is always going to be important, especially when you've been shut out the game before. Reciprocity able to piece that one together in a nice offensive push. The thing I like from both teams right now, and this I think is a sign of RLCS caliber teams, is the ability to consistently and always punish mistakes that can lead to goals. Both teams right now are, oh, you made a mistake? All right, well, we're going to find a way to make sure we can use that advantage and get that goal in. That is genuinely one of the biggest differences between the RLCS caliber teams and everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
And you make sure that you never let the free ones go.
Yeah, and it's like even that last dribble play where Fruity gets the clear off the wall and passes it to Chaussette. They catch Veloce 2 men too far forward. You leave the guy in the one-on-one. That's still not a gimme chance, but it is a great goal-scoring opportunity at the RLCS level, and it is 100% on the team with that advantage to take advantage of it, and Chaussette did a great job. I mean, Flame, try as hard as you want. I mean, you get the guy with a shot to the far post coming out of the corner, you're toast.
Yeah,
And what can you do?
And I mean, I like to. I brought up those 2 goals because they're the 2 where it's like, oh, he was on the goal line, why didn't he move? But there were 2 other goals that also got scored that were just as important. And both of those, at least one of those happened. There was a double commit in net that kind of created some chaos that was eventually resulted in a goal for Reciprocity. So again, being able to make sure you capitalize on the mistakes, do not allow any free goals to go. I think that that's some of the things that create the most question marks around the teams that are, kind of the bottom 5 teams of both regions right now, in both North America and Europe. The biggest question I have is when I see those free goals, those not free, but those opportunities when
quality chances.
You should be able, you have so much advantage and they still don't manage to put it in the net. Those are the things that make me question these teams. And I feel like it's the sort of thing that makes, people like on the desk like Gibbs have questions about Veloce. If they're able to do this, if they're able to punish Reciprocity's mistakes, I feel like there's a conversation where we start putting them into that same category with Vitality.
It's definitely the hallmark of a good team, because every team in the RLCS, they're going to be decent enough on defense. Obviously, sometimes we rag on them, and it's like, oh, you allow too many shots per game, blah, blah, blah. But there's still a reason. You are one of the 8 best teams in your region.
Yeah.
You're pretty good. And so that even if this team is just so good on offense and they can punish you for it, that is half the battle. Because at the end of the day, you can play good defense all you want, but you got to be able to score goals. And Veloce have absolutely done that here versus Reciprocity.
Well, I believe we are ready to get into Game 3, so we will do so. The series tied up at 1 apiece, guaranteed at least a Game 4. See who gets the scoring started here as we move on to Manfield Night. Flame up underneath 1, Freaky onto the backboard, Cassio up for the shot, and Farah beats him to the ball. Get it all the way down into the Veloce half.
And I will be curious to see if Veloce continue to take this real aggressive push whenever they catch Reciprocity on their own half. Like right here, they just ran into each other. How much space did they take?
Through 2.
Oh, why did Flame run? You just gave the ball right back.
He's just letting them have control. And a double commit here on defense. This one should result in a goal. Farah's up for it. Cassio beats him to it, though. An important punish. An important collapse to make sure that this goal doesn't occur for Reciprocity. Now Chaussette into the corner. Farah behind him. And a clear comes through for Flame. Reciprocity was able to hold on to ball control for a bit there, but not quite able to actually punish that double commit.
Yeah, it really was Chaussette just trying to hang on to the ball after his teammate straight missed. It was really just, okay, let's make sure he has a few moments to recover. And that's a big miss from Freaky. Chaussette trying to slow it down, and Cassio doesn't let him do anything crazy. Just got right in his face, took it off his hood.
Man, Cassio reaching this ball. He only had 18 boost. He was on the ground and actually sets up a scoring opportunity. Here comes Freaky for a final shot. Doesn't make contact with the defense. Just all panicked up here from Reciprocity.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can push this one all the way into the corner. There's one win up and out against Chaussette. He'll get the touch, but here's Cassio now back into the corner. Doesn't win the challenge against Farah, though. They will keep this ball off to the side.
Reciprocity definitely feeling some kind of pressure from Veloce because they really are all over each other. Here on the back wall, they both go up it, and now they have to deal with this touch towards the wall because they double committed. Fruity has to cover up. Chaussette coming out of the net. Very fortunate. Cassio didn't take a better line to that ball.
And we were talking about both teams punishing mistakes during that break. Both teams have made defensive mistakes, and neither has been able to punish here in Game 3. We're still scoreless. Fruity through one. Now Chaussette lofted this in front of his own net. Farah will just try to stall this out as all of Veloce falls back. Freaky up to Flame, finds his teammate. The ball comes back down and in, but Cassio didn't advance. He actually falls all the way back. Now, back up. Midfield control. Reciprocity. Freak center one. Cassio demolished in his own net. The challenge is good from Reciprocity. Chaussette will try to win this one as well. He's got it up now, looking for Fair. The back pass. Here's the shot. Back up to Chaussette. Nearly found the shot. Flame gets this one away.
And that one would have been pretty, but they're not done yet. Late in front, Chaussette, he's doing a great job getting in front of challenges. He knows Veloce is trying to approach these balls and push them away. So he's taking a bit more of a delayed challenge and pushing them out to the side and beating the man that way. Sneaks through for Veloce, though. Nice clear from Cassio.
Cassio beats one. Farah, an attempt. Here's Freaky's pass into Flame. Shot is into the corner. Not able to get it on target at all. 1:53 left to go. This game slipping away. No one finding the back of the net.
And it's really Reciprocity being controlling pace of play here. A little too far away, though. Trying to apply pressure, but it feels a little too spaced out. Nice takeaway from Chaussette.
Ball locked in the midfield. Here's Farah with a shot towards the goal. Cassio's got the save. Flame will move out to try and extend the play. Fruity now onto the backboard. Chaussette's nowhere to be seen. Flame will pinch it off the wall. Chaussette now in the backfield. He'll look up for Fair. They'll look for a similar play to what they hit just a moment ago. It's not going to work out again. 1:11 on the clock. Approaching the final minute. Neither team on the board. Both looking for the go-ahead game here to gain match point.
Welcome touch from Freaky to at least get them a little bit of breathing room on their own half, and now they can finally start to work their way out. Great bumps from Fruity, though. Forces Veloce back, and now they have to fight for possession again.
Cassio beating one. Flame looking for this, not going to happen. Fruity onto the backboard. Freaky up, and he wins the challenge all the way to the corner. Cassio and Freaky now advancing across midfield. Fair without much of a touch. Fruity will bail him and gets a pinch all the way to the corner. And on the far side, Flame will try to carry it out. The ball will stay in the midfield area. 30 seconds remaining. Looks like maybe a mistake on defense will be what spells defeat here for one of these teams. Fair, the pass to Fruity. Cassio in another player challenge. It's just Flame on the goal line. Good shot from Flame from the corner, not going to work out.
A really nice job there from Veloce. Actually, they get him on the counterattack. Chaussette, huge save, and Fruity will have to pinch the ball out, and thought maybe Veloce was going to play defense all game and then score with 8 seconds, but they break down.
What a stop to make sure that ball did not roll into the goal. It just stopped dead in its tracks. And now we're in overtime. Game 3. Chaussette lofted in the midfield. None of his team's there. Flame will have this one for free. Down to the corner. Fruity doesn't make contact. Flame's there. He'll punish and scores 13 seconds into overtime. And Veloce have the 2 games.
That comes from a couple of bumps on Chaussette. Fruity and Farah weren't ready to have to go up and make that ball because they thought it was going to be Chaussette's touch, and he got bumped off, and then Flame just takes the ball out of the corner. They miss the corner read. Farah's not ready on the goal line, and Flame will turn it in for 13 seconds. So way to weather the storm, Veloce. You earned that one.
Veloce now 1 game away from defeating Reciprocity. Veloce got 2 wins in week 1. People were like, I don't know. Those maybe they were just lucky. Maybe they're the best of the not top 3 teams. I don't know. And then they took a game off Vitality and we're like, okay, that's pretty good. You know, Vitality hasn't had a sweep yet this season, though. And now, 2 games on Reciprocity, 1 away from the win. They'll have 2 chances here. If Reciprocity is able to win it in Game 4, we'll go to Game 5. A nice, exciting series to start off our European Week 3.
They're definitely doing well, Veloce. Love the defense that game. You got to give credit where it's due, though. Reciprocity making a lot of great challenges to keep possession in that game. And Veloce really did have to work to get that ball out of their own half for the majority of regulation. Finally, it came down to that overtime. Great bump play from Casio. Again, dude's just been an absolute nightmare for all of Reciprocity. If anyone is reading, he is definitely reading the game the best on this entire pitch right now.
I still enjoyed the stop from Chaussette when who was pressuring him? Freaky came in on him at that final moment.
That was a great save.
Right at the end of the regulation.
Because you're absolutely right. Making a save like that, it's all dependent on momentum and then your challenge vector. And definitely holding momentum was 100% Freaky. And Chaussette coming across has to hit the dead center of the ball so he can just kill it at the exact opposite side that Freaky's got. And that was a tough save to make.
But in the end, Veloce still manages to come up with the win. Now Reciprocity, here's Chaussette with an opportunity, but Casio comes over his back shoulder, gets that one away, and now Flame looks for the extension down the far side. Freaky to pop this one high. There's Casio looking for a challenge. Reciprocity's got it. Freaky over the top of one. Now Chaussette will leave it for Farah, all the way to the backboard. Flame off the wall. Chaussette made an effort. Reciprocity's able to stay on offense. Some small ball passing here from Veloce, actually gets it across the midfield line.
And they'll catch Fruity in an awkward position. He's really been struggling to find the clears off the walls in this series. He's let a couple go by him that his teammates weren't quite ready for. Big goals he's allowed by not finding those touches.
Casio wins another one. Freaky's up for it. Takes the shot. Fruity block him at the point of contact. Now Casio falling back down, looking for the read. Actually gets it off of one defender. Ferris just got to play it to his own corner. Now Flame looking for a challenge here. Can't find anything. So Reciprocity keeps that ball in the air. Flame on his own backboard. Plays it back to midfield. Chaussette takes the shot, and Freaky has a response.
Ooh, unfavorable hop there. For Reciprocity.
Is that just in? No, okay. So it's slightly wide. Nobody was back. Casio's shot will not find the first goal of Game 4. They will have to continue to play defense here. Freaky will also get involved.
That net's
open. Can Casio get there? No! Set shot from midfield will take the lead for Reciprocity.
Casio surprised here, thinking maybe Chaussette goes for a touch off the wall, and oh no, how about the one along the ground to the back post? Great shot, Chaussette.
3:12 left to go, Reciprocity with the lead. Freaky advances into the corner. Now Flame's there, looked for it, couldn't find it. Casio, extension into the corner. Freaky back down to Flame, ball into the midfield. Casio tries to get it back to his teammates. Fruity just to quickly adjust here to try and recover control, and he does so. Back into the corner, no one to challenge him. Casio over the top of everybody, so aggressively positioned here for Reciprocity. And will fall back on the defense. Right now, Veloce staying pretty wide and spread out. Just kind of playing counterattack.
Well, I think they're playing that way because a lot of the times Reciprocity is going for these big clears up the pitch and they're just trying to chase it down. And having that big spread of the pitch can cover a lot of options. So they're definitely aware that Reciprocity is not bringing the ball down. They're just trying to launch it and cover as much distance as possible. Great save from Chaussette off the wall. Casio down into the middle, stolen away.
Freaky just demolished. Can he get back on in time? No, he cannot. He spawns in the far corner there. And that's 2 goals now for Reciprocity.
Big win there from Chaussette, and the demo on the back line definitely gives him the open net to shoot at. And then it was just a matter of execution. He nailed it. Great challenge.
2:03. Reciprocity with the 2-goal lead. Reciprocity has been shut out in both the games they've lost. The only game that they won, they scored 4 goals in. They find more in Game 4. Game 5 starting to look likely with 1:50 left on the clock.
Yeah. Look at Fruity keep this close. Great job, just waste a few seconds off the clock. Even at 2 minutes, that's a ton of time, but with a 2-goal lead, you're feeling pretty good, and you try and take better care of the ball.
Casio looked for the pass to Freaky, but intercepted by Fruity. Now Flame looking for the solo play. Chaussette has a response. Casio out of his box. Back down into his teammate Flame. Gets it over the top of Farah. Casio lofts it high. Freaky thinks about it, but Fruity's already airborne. Now Farah up for it as well, trying to recover the situation. Chaussette demolished on the back line. Here's a pass across to Casio. Can he find the shot? Chaussette off the respawn will make the save. And Fruity will pick it up on the far side. 106 left to go. They're defending their lead well. And the one thing about that wide positioning, though, from Veloce is that they're not really in position to assist each other. If they're all wide, you kind of leave yourself only open to solo goals. I feel like they're going to need a team effort if they're going to tie this up in the final 45 seconds.
Ooh, well, they could have had a chance to capitalize there off the poor clear from Reciprocity. Look at Flame getting aggressive, and Farah coming off the wall. Big save. And they are trying to close the distance, get more aggressive, because they see Reciprocity trying to keep the ball a little closer. You're absolutely right, trying to help each other out.
Here comes Casio. Freaky demolished. Will open up some space, 24 seconds remaining. Veloce, can they find any goal and give themselves an opportunity at a buzzer beater? Fruity continues to win challenges. Reciprocity just continues over and over again. The 1v1's going their way, and that will spell the end of game 4. 8 seconds left. Ball still trapped in the Veloce half. Nearly get a third one for the road. It's not going to happen here for Veloce. Game 4 is going to be all Reciprocity, and we're going to go to a game 5.
They absolutely earned it, and off of, no doubt, good save there, but yeah. from Veloce to close this one out. But game 5, Chaussette is a much-deserved MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he scored 2 goals and he got 2 big saves, but the most valuable part of him that game was the big challenges against Reciprocity coming out of Veloce's midfield and Veloce's own half. He was making a lot of great touches on the ball, taking it away from Veloce, shutting down their ability to clear the ball to open space or pass the ball across. I think Chaussette had a great game, not just from scoring, but from denying the opposition chances.
Yeah, Chaussette was named a top defender during the pre-show here, and he shows up, especially there in that final minute or so. He gets demolished, comes out of the corner to make the save on the respawn immediately. Only, most likely, the 35-32 boost to his name there, and makes it work. And now, Champions Field, where all game 5s and 7s are played in the RLCS. All the names of former RLCS champions and current RLCS champions hanging in the rafters here. Every single one of these players hoping to have their name enshrined on this field at some point. And getting there, got to win this game. That'll help a lot.
That is a stepping stone.
The winner of this game advances to 3 wins on the season. So, Reciprocity, they might be 3-0 if they're able to do that. Right now, still undefeated.
And this would be a big win for Veloce again. I mean, if they take down a team like Reciprocity, who I think is playing well, they had a bit of a slow start, no doubt, but Veloce, I mean, you're earning your paycheck here. Reciprocity is not an easy team to take down. And in this game 5, it's all about Chaussette or Casio. Who makes the big challenges? And right now, it's Freaky denied. Farah somehow able to dive back.
Fruity over to the side here. For a very neutral kickoff, it looked like Veloce might have the opening goal again. Defense holds, double commit in the midfield for Veloce. I'll actually just reposition them for offense, but Casio actually misses, and then Freaky also leaves it just for Flame, who's going to be low on boost after that play. Now Casio advancing forward to demolition on the Flame, and a confusion from Reciprocity on the defense again. They recover well. Now back out to midfield. A pop over the top of Chaussette. Casio looking for Freaky once more. Couldn't get in underneath Farah, but here comes Flame. Lofted to the backboard. Fruity off to the edge. Now Flame up, losing the challenge to Chaussette in the midfield.
Oh, nice control here from Casio, and he's through one.
Fruity will have the read. Now Freaky looking to dribble out of his corner, flips a bit early. Chaussette will read it just fine. Flame plays it onto the wall. Fruity shoots, gets 2 defenders. Farah now on the far side, pass back in, but it's over the top of Chaussette. Casio looking for the open net, but Fruity gets back in time. Pressure still on, though. Freaky now up. Flame demolished in the midfield. Casio comes in to crash the box. Can Freaky keep this one alive? Both he and Casio go for it. They both try to play the hero ball and nearly get the shot anyways. Here's Flame for the final touch, and he puts it in. Veloce take the lead in game 5.
Great pressure from Veloce, and it's all because of that one poor touch from Reciprocity back on their other half. After that, Veloce smell blood in the water. They start applying the pressure and squeeze Reciprocity out.
Flame got demolished, and Casio and Freaky's like, we'll just keep the ball over here until you can get back up and score. Sound good? All right, great. Good game plan. See you in a few. And Now looking for a second goal. Freaky puts it off the corner. Flame
there it is.
Drop it in, and that's 2 goals. Veloce now up in game 5.
Huge swing for Veloce. Freaky, wonderful touch towards the wall. You'd like it to be in, but Chaussette just can't handle the bounce. It's quick and over his head, and Flame right into the middle.
That is a hard goal. Such a narrow window Chaussette left him, and Flame finds it. 2-0 now in game 5. They've shut out Reciprocity in every game they've won this series. Can they keep it up here? As another one goes on target, Ferris got the save. Where's the pressure? Here's Freaky in the corner. He picks up the boost as well. This one in the midfield, Cassio will be alone. He gets onto the backboard again. Chaussette now out towards his teammate Farah. Flame played into the corner. Rudy's got the read, but here's Freaky, shot on target. Chaussette's got the block. Cassio up to slow things down, and Flame underneath him. He'll look to pick up control after Fruity's touch. Here he goes. Now Farah towards the blue. There's Freaky challenging. Chaussette's got him beat. Now lofting it. Farah up. Flame will neutralize this. Fruity with a shot from midfield. Freaky makes the save.
Chaussette needs to win this challenge. Oh, he missed, and back post. Man, that was a huge miss from Veloce.
Freaky continuing to play solid defense here. Fun fact about Freaky, I believe the first season we ever gave out Savior of the Season, Freaky was the recipient in Europe. I believe playing on Penta. Here comes another shot from Cassio. The defense just made no contact. The ball rolls out of their corner past them. Flame to Cassio for goal 3.
Yeah, Fruity can't read the ball off the corner. Chaussette doesn't read the bounce into the middle, and Cassio will eat it up.
2:07 on the clock. And Veloce, I feel like we've seen this story already in game number 1, up by 3 with 2 minutes left to go. And no goals for Reciprocity. Freaky could change that, but Cassio gets in the way. The defense holds. And now looking for the counterattack. Flame actually makes a very solid contact onto the backboard. Here comes the pressure. Goal number 4. It's in. Freaky with 1:54 left to go scores goal number 4.
And they beat Farah to the ball. Chaussette doesn't go for the bounce. Just doesn't feel confident making the read, and Freaky, he's tracking the ball in front of him. Chaussette reading the bounce over his shoulder. Much easier play for Freaky, and that is a massive goal. Veloce, you're cruising now.
They are on course. Just as long as there's not a catastrophic failure, you will have game 5 and you will have the series. We spoke about it at the beginning. All of their wins coming in that first week doubleheader prove that they're not just a one-day wonder there. They've got to get wins elsewhere. Their only loss coming to Vitality, kind of the expected loss from everybody this season. So the fact that they even got a win off of them, got a single game.
This is a big
solid.
one.
This is huge. This advances you to 3-1. It gives Reciprocity their first loss. You'll have the head-to-head over them. Went all the way to game 5. Won them overtime in game 3. Reciprocity struggling to find any semblance of offense right now, as there has just been an absolute wall in front of the Veloce goal. Final minute, Farah trying to dribble out. Cassio's got him beat over to the edge. Now Chaussette outdistanced both of his teammates. Flame keeps it up. Farah, his touch just goes straight to Cassio. Back on the Flame, infield pass blocked by Chaussette, but with 39 seconds left. 4 goals, I believe, too much for the boys in orange.
Yeah. Tough break here for Reciprocity. I mean, to me, a couple of bad touches put him in some tight spots. Veloce smelled weakness, capitalized, and to top it all off, they're making a couple of great challenges early on in the series. Flame almost able to turn it a 5th.
Successfully punishing mistakes. A staple, a pillar of a good team, of a top caliber team. Veloce found more mistakes to punish than Reciprocity. As the clock winds down, they'll take the 5-game win. Veloce improves to 3-1 in league play, a top caliber team here in the European Rocket League Series.